or is it better knowing that you're out of it in October?
I don't know. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you like to watch actual real football?
What does that mean? Yeah,
like I'm a Giant fan. For the past 5 years, I watch these other teams, and it's like they're playing a completely different sport.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, 100
I'm not
times out
watching
of
football.
100,
Yeah, I
being
haven't.
excited on a Sunday afternoon to watch your team play and actually compete,
I am.
I would take
Dude,
that. But like, no, we're not. We're not. Come October
no.
1st, we're
See,
like, this is
hold on.
garbage.
Hold on, man. You're a Giant fan. You haven't been in the pocket for that long. You don't get it. I am in a hole, and if I see a ray of sunshine like pop through my hole, my dungeon, I'm like, oh my God, it's sunlight. I look for any glimmer of hope. So in October, every year I get hopeful, Chris.
I get it.
And then I go, what are they doing? You know what? Hold on. You know what the Jets are like? It's like being in a failed 30-year marriage, okay? I hate this woman. I can't stand her. I'm just here for the kids. And in fact, I don't even like the kids too much. She complains. She never makes me happy. And I have too much invested in this marriage. I've got 31 years in this terrible relationship, and I can't go anywhere.
No, and you know
and
what
I'm hoping
people
like
do?
in my twilight years we fall back in love and it turns around when the kids go to college. But I don't think that's going to happen.
People get divorced, right? But not to their sports teams.
Not Irish people. Not Irish people. You can't. They're like, I hate you. And they're like, well, why'd you get a divorce? How do we can't get a divorce? It's against the Catholic religion.
But like, you're right. Like, as a Giant fan, like, I turn on Giants games now, and I'm like, I know what good is. I know what competitive is. And within the first 15 minutes of watching the game, I'm like, this ain't it. This team looks like they've never played before. Like, why does this look like this team has never played football? Anybody on it? Like, it's crazy.
The term that comes to mind, Chris, is counterproductive. That's what I feel like watching the Jets. It's counterproductive because it takes 4 hours of my time away on a Sunday on Sunday, and then I torture myself. But I'll be back. Just like I always say, I'm done with the Jets. See you next week.
I'll tell you what, the Jets do have this, like, I feel like the Giants don't have the same hype mobile. Because for the last few years, and maybe it's because I'm surrounded by a lot of Jets guys, like I really, like in my group of friends, there's a lot of Jet fans. But I feel like every year for the past couple of years, it's been like, oh, the defense is going to be number one. And, oh, Zach Wilson, like the hype mobile was like, even before Rodgers was like, we're doing something.
Then they're not Jet fans. I'm sorry. Because if anyone thought, man, the Joe Beningos of the world, bro, this is going to be the worst, bro. Doom, just expect the worst, right? The beatings will continue until morale improves on the Jets. And all these people that thought they were going to the Super Bowl this year, you should have your head examined. I got the video on my Instagram account, New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN. It's from June 14th. I break it down. I go, worst head coach in the league, worst offensive coordinator in the league, 41-year-old quarterback on the heels of an Achilles. It's going to be a bad season. Yeah, and I was exactly right, because I don't know how these Jet fans and all these pundits and stuff, they had them marked down for 11 wins. On what planet, bro?
I was saying, like, I was like getting optimistic for my Jet fan friends, and then the season started, and I was like, you guys suck. Like, what?
Oh my God, Chris! I just had an epiphany. Hold on, listen to this. I just had an epiphany. This might be great. Brian Cashman and the Jets are similar because they are great at building up bullshit, right? Whether it's Brian Cashman with the prospects and the Jets' hopes for the season. We always are going to be like, he's going to be the next Mickey Mantle. We're going to the Super Bowl. And what do we get? We get Ramiro Mendoza, and we get our season over in October. That's what we get.
Do you just sit and watch Jet games all the way through, or are you like Red Zone?
Oh, no, all the way through. Yeah.
You love the torture.
No. Hurt myself, Chris. I hurt myself.
There are some Sundays where I'm just like, I'm just going to watch Red Zone.
And what is so fucked up is that I have gotten more galvanized. I've gotten more emboldened. I'm like an insurgent at this point, okay? The town's been wiped out. My wife's gone. All the kids, the schools, the hospitals, they've been wiped out, Chris. And I'm just left with me and my thoughts about the Jets, okay? And now I'm like, you know what? They're so bad. I'm digging my 10 toes down, as the kids like to say, standing on biz, Chris. That's what I'm doing with the Jets. And now I'm even more in the deep dive. I was looking at prospects. I'm looking at mock drafts last night at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mock drafts. Another defensive end that's not going to do shit. That we're going to trade to the Giants eventually, or the Seahawks.
Oh, man.
Or we're going to get the wrong Williams. We draft the wrong Williams.
You're
again.
not kidding, dude. You're not kidding. I mean, it's just... So to circle back, I would 100% think that it'd be better to be a Bills fan than to be a Jets fan.
Yeah.
We'll just close that loop, because I'm dying to see competitive football, and I was not one of these guys who was like, oh yeah, Daniel Jones took us to a playoff game, blah. Like, I was like, get rid of this guy. I said, you know what? The Giants didn't learn in the knees when we had a Duke quarterback named Dave Brown driving the franchise into the ground, that we were like, yep, we're going to do it all over again.
I just think that's hey, there's the banker that I go to see is a young kid. He looks like a down the line mix of Sam Darnold and the quarterback from the Giants. What's his name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Yeah. He has red hair and looks like Daniel Jones. I'm like, yeah. And he's a big football head too. So actually he watches the show. So I think his name's Daniel his name's Daniel at Wells Fargo. So thank you. Appreciate you banking for me, buddy. Yo, yeah, I'd rather lose in the Super Bowl. I'd rather be the New York Yankees, make it every year, and be disappointed because I got some Super Bowls in my pocket. I ain't got no collateral. I ain't got no Super Bowl collateral. And the Jet fans, dude, are so loyal and they're so good. But with all this nonsense about Fireman Ed going on, did you hear about all this nonsense?
Just go away.
Just go away, man. Just go away. No one cares.
Your season ticket holder, great. It was cool.
Super
when
fan.
Ryan was here. It was fun.
Chris, if you wear Hulk hands to a football game and you're over the age of 8, you're a moron, okay? If you're Fireman Ed, and you might get pissed at this, guys, enough's enough. You're talking about Jumbotron time. Dude, get on the internet, get your own show, simulcast, watch it at home. You can get millions of hits and more revenue in your pocket. And not to mention, the worst place to watch a goddamn football game is in the stadium, especially that air conditioning unit that we got in New Jersey. And I've heard enough of him. Listen, man, Fireman Ed, thanks for your service. Thanks for being a fireman in the local tri-state area. Obviously, I dig that. I digged you in the 90s and 2000 when you were on the guy's shoulders and shit. But once these guys start thinking that they're actually something that's a part of this team, you're not part of the franchise, bro. You're a fan, okay? Just like me. There's no difference between me and you. You've just been going longer, okay? That's it.
Yeah,
and then the Hulk hands guy. You were an asshole, okay, Hulk hands guy?
How quickly we delved into this fandom being tortured.
No. Fans piss me off. They're the same guys that, they wipe out a whole family for a T-shirt being shot out of a cannon. Like, I don't go for foul balls, dude. And if I ever get one, it's going to a kid. Like, I don't care about a T-shirt, on T-shirt. Like, well, but then, yet again, I am a hypocrite because I was bitching about the basketball jersey from Juan Soto. Because I was in gate 5 3 hours early and didn't get a Juan Soto jersey. Not for the plebeians, Chris.
You're that guy.
Not for the plebeians.
Those are
but
reserved
you guys,
for the Diamond Club seats.
Yeah. But you guys, don't be plebeians and go to New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN. And even for the plebeians, Spotify's free. YouTube's free. Instagram is free. And screw TikTok. Ban that shit. Go to Instagram, NEWYRKMIN. Also here on YouTube, we're going to have about 3 shows a week. And Chris, got any advice for the people this week?
Batten down the hatches. There's no NFL on.
Batten down. Oh, yeah. Dude.
It's going to be a terrible Sunday.
January and February is going to be awful. So, all right, remember, guys, if you can't be good, be bad. Bye.
Later.